welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by today. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that way you can come back and see all my videos. If you'll hit that bell button right next to the subscribe button, you'll get post notifications. So every time I post a video, you'll be notified of it. Make sure to like, comment, and share, and let's get into this. So yesterday, I went on a little adventure in Austin, and it didn't really go so well. We did a few things, and since I'm still using my iPhone to record, I don't know where my camera is right now because it's still unpacked. It's still packed up in my stuff, and I haven't really unpacked a lot of my craft things from the move when we moved here in June. Yes, I know it's almost February, but I just haven't packed, and the kids have been sick. Things have kind of happened, it's hard. So that's just what's going on. So I'm going to use I use my iPhone, and yesterday when I was recording inside all of the stores and all the footage, all of my footage is upside down. So I'm not completely 100% sure how to flip it back upside down, or if that's even possible, because I'm still new to the editing process. I'm still new to the video process, but I'll get it, you guys. I swear I'll get it. And we will make fantastic videos. So today I wanted to do a DIY for you guys, because I have a lot of people ask about these, ask how to make them, because I've given them to lots of people, and because it's great and I love it, and it's cheap, it's easy, it's quick, it only has 2 ingredients, or 3 ingredients, and it's great. Like, I love them, my kids use them, I use them, and back 13 years ago, gosh guys, 13 years ago, when I was pregnant with Callie, they actually made them. I can't remember the brand that was made, but they made them in stores, and I used them because I was sick. I was pregnant in the winter, so I had a lot of congestion and bronchitis, and I had really bad pleurisy in one of my lungs, and so it just acts up really bad. So I bought them and I used them religiously. Well, a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, I guess it was, when Brooklyn got diagnosed with asthma, I went to the store to go find some, and they don't make them anymore. And I was dumbfounded because why would they not make them? They're great. Well, I think they're great. So I'm going to make some, I don't specifically know what the name of them, I just call them Vicks shower cubes. And they have Vicks Vapor Rub in them, that, stuff you put on your chest. And so when you put them in the hot, steamy shower, and then it helps to clear everything up and helps them to breathe better, helps them to get all that mucus, cough, all that stuff up. And we used our very last one yesterday because of Caden being sick with bronchitis. So when they go in the steam, that helps anyways. Just being in a hot, steamy shower will help to break up all that mucus. But then when they have that Vicks, it magnifies that response. And I like it because I don't have to rub it all over them, and it's not getting everywhere, and they're not touching it, and it's not all over their clothing, and it's not a mess. And my kids really don't like it when I put it on the bottom of their feet. They always take their socks off, and they walk all over the place with it. Guys, I apologize. My glasses are kind of... Okay, sorry about that. The video cut off. I apologize for my glasses being so dark. I'm in the bathroom, and I'm having to record this in the bathroom because both of the kids are still home sick from school, and they're watching cartoons. And so I don't want the cartoon and them arguing back and forth with each other in the background of the video. So I'm in the bathroom. And I apologize if there's an echo and you can hear that. So let me go get everything set up, and then I'll walk you through how I'm making them, because I've had so many people ask that I want to share it. Because if you were 12 years ago, you loved them like I did, or however many years ago, I don't know exactly when they stopped selling them, then I want to be able to share that with you guys, and I want you to be able to use them, because the flu... You all guys know how bad the flu is right now, and strep throat, and everything's going around right now. So I got all my supplies for it at the Dollar Tree, just because that's just right where that was at that point in time. You can buy it at Walmart, you can buy the supplies just kind of wherever, but I got mine at the Dollar Tree. So this intro is getting a little long, so let me go ahead and just get everything together, and then I will come back and I'll show you guys how to make them. Okay, everyone, I have everything here gathered, and I know that I told you guys that I got all of my ingredients from Dollar Tree, but I actually got this at Walmart. It's the cornstarch. I just got the Great Value brand. I mean, you're just going to use it to melt away in the shower anyways, so it's okay. This is the Vicks that I got from the Dollar Tree. It says chest rub on it, and I noticed on this one, like, the menthol is a little bit different, the percentage. This one has a little bit less, so I know that some people have, like a reaction to menthol, or it kind of burns, so this might be a better option, and it's a better option for babies, too, because it's not as strong on them. It's $1, and I think this was like $1 or $1.12 or something at Walmart, too. And then I have different ice cubes. This is the one I usually use. It's from the Dollar Tree, and I think I got 2 in here, but this one's also from the Dollar Tree, and it's a little bit smaller, the little things, and it makes more. So if you have like young kids or young babies, this might be a better option too, because it's not as big. And then you're going to need a measuring spoon for 1 tablespoon. I got a set, I think, for like $1 at Walmart or whatever, and I specifically only use this one for the Vicks so that it's not put back into my food. And then you're going to need a measuring cup for 1 cup, and then this is another option for a measuring spoon. I got this one from Walmart, and I just kind of like how it does this. I don't use this one for my Vicks because it gets stuck in there. And then food coloring. This is an optional thing. It just adds to the appearance of it, and the kids think it looks cool. You don't necessarily have to put it in there, and it does not stain, because this is what's in my other ones, and it does not stain. I use blue and green just because it makes it look minty. So let's go ahead and get into everything. So my starch is like obviously new. And I know that people are wondering how long you can store them. My last batch of these, I want to say, I had them in the fridge for like a year, and they were just fine. I keep mine in the fridge. Some people say, you keep them at room temperature. Just make sure that if you do keep them at room temperature, you keep them in like a little container like this with a lid, like a storage container. I also got this at the Dollar Tree. I just use it because it goes in my fridge really well, and I can pop one out for the kids. So that's just what I use for mine. But if you, like I said, if you do use them and just keep them at like room temperature, make sure you keep them like in an airtight container, or they will start to crumble. Okay, so to make 1 batch, you need 1 cup of cornstarch. And I mean, if you get a little bit more, it's okay. Like, it's not going to be, this is not one of those DIYs that like it has to be completely accurate. We'll see. Okay, so just need 1 cup of the cornstarch. And this is why I say to use like an individual measuring spoon, because you have to kind of dig down in there and then it kind of leaves like a residue on it, and you don't want that back in your food. So you need 3 tablespoons of the Vicks, and I just dip it in there like that, and then I use my finger because it doesn't come out really well, and then I just kind of scrape it all off and then put it back in there for the next go around. So, and you can use gloves if you don't really like getting your hands all like dirty and stuff. I just use my finger, it's just easier. I will warn you though, like after you make these, your finger will smell like Vicks for a few like hours, but I mean, it's not anything that's like detrimental or anything. So, alright, so there's my 3 tablespoons. And when I make these, I usually go ahead and use my entire container of Vicks, so that way I'm not storing it, and I don't wash my my measuring spoon off. Sorry about that, guys. My kids are upstairs and they're really loud. So I don't wash off my measuring spoon just because I'm gonna need, it again to. I'm gonna need it again. Sorry about that. I'm gonna need it again to make more or whatever. So I just use it like that, and then you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of water, but before you add the water, like, it takes a little bit for the vapor rub to kind of get warm and kind of mix in with your cornstarch. So go ahead and just kind of move it around a little bit, kind of get it a little bit of warmness to it, to where that way it will mix a little bit better. And then I add 1 tablespoon of water at a time, just so that way, because you don't want it really runny. you want it to be more of like a thick paste than you do runny. Otherwise, it doesn't work really well in the shower, and it kind of crumbles over time. So you'll just keep mixing it around like this. And it does kind of like, you'll notice where you pour the water, it'll kind of get hard at the bottom, and that's okay. Just kind of scrub it. That's just it kind of forming together. Okay, now I'm going to add my other tablespoon of water. Okay. And like after you add this one, it'll start to really thicken. And you don't have to necessarily do it with a spoon either. You can stick your hands in there and kind of get it going and all of that too. Okay, so I kind of flatten mine sometimes. And then, see how it's kind of powdery still? If yours is still kind of powdery like this, just add slow amounts of water to it until it conforms to a kind of a thicker paste. See, there it goes. Now, here we go. And before it gets like really, really, really thick, I'm going to go ahead and add my food coloring. This is not something you have to do. It's just an optional thing. It kind of makes it look cool for the kids when they're in there in the shower. My kids personally love it. You don't have to use blue and green either. The blue and green just kind of makes it like a minty color. My youngest one requested that I make pink ones before. That's possible too. Just kind of whatever is your preference, really. And it does not stain your bathroom. It doesn't stain your bathtub or your shower, because that's what my previous batch had was in it, and it never stained my shower. Although I will tell you this, when you go to put it in your shower, make sure you put it like in a shallow dish. I always use a water bottle lid or like a Gatorade lid. I'm going to add some more water. Because if you don't, like, you know, the Vicks is kind of oily and it's kind of slick, it could cause you to fall or your kids to fall. So just make sure that before you stick it in the shower to put it on top of a little something, so that way they're not falling down and hurting themselves in the shower. Because it will happen. You know, the shower is really slick, and you don't want that to happen to them. Alright guys, it's getting there. And it's like, when you're making this, the thing I love about it is when you're making it, it smells so good. And then when you're, like, after you make it, your house smells like eucalyptus. It's great. Which, you know, the flu is really bad and everything's going around right now. So, make your house smell amazing. Okay. Once you kind of get it to this point where it's like a really thick paste and it's kind of getting to this, I always push out what's in my spoon like this. And this is where, like, if you don't like to really get your hands really dirty, to wear some gloves, because, you know, you've got like the food coloring in there. To me, it just works better this way once you've kind of gotten it to that thick, like, it's almost like kinetic sand. If you know what kinetic sand, it's almost like that kind of consistency. And like I said, if yours in the beginning is more powder really than anything, just add small amounts of water until it gets to this, because, you know, every kind of Vicks is different, and the cornstarch, it kind of all mixes differently, so it's kind of trial and error. See, now, like, once you get it mixed, like, isn't it a really cool color? Yeah, my kids absolutely love these, and they smell so amazing. And it's not, like, I keep mine in the refrigerator, and I keep it in a, like a, guys, I apologize. My brain is not working very well today, and I'm stumbling over my words really bad. I keep mine in a Tupperware container, just so that way, you know, it kind of keeps it away from the food, and it keeps them fresh. So I'm going to add 1 more teaspoon of water, just to kind of make it conform a little bit better. And I'm not going to use the spoon, I'm just going to mix it around with my hands. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so once you get it to this, like, consistency, then that's when you will need your ice cube tray or whatever tray you want to use. And I bought another tray when I, first was going to make these last time, and I'll show it to you real quick. It's like a little bitty cube, like tiny. They're like tiny. So, if you have like a young baby that you don't really want to have a whole bunch, this might be a better option for your family too. So, there are several options for ice trays out there. Just whatever works, for what you need and what your family needs will be best for you. I'm actually going to do the bigger cube just because that's what I did before and it works well. And I just grab some and then I just push it down in there. And make sure you like pack it down in there. And like the extra, I just dump it out like that. See, once you dump it, if you packed it, it won't come out. And then, see, it's a really cool like color once it's all in there. I really love it. And I may, like later on, make different colors, for each of my kids or whatever. But for right now, this is substantial enough for them. And I'm going to pack all these down in here. And there's no, like, right or wrong to however much you put in each each little slot. Just whatever you, however much you want to put in there is fine. So, and this too, like, will kind of give you an idea of how many batches of each you want to make. Because I know when I first started, I didn't really know how many I wanted. So I just did the measurements that I just gave you to start off with. But the second round that I made them, I think I tripled my ingredients and I made like this whole container full. So just kind of whatever, like if you're like me and you want to, if you're making something and you don't want to have to make it like every week, you just make like a bulk amount, because that's me, because I usually have 9,000 things going on and like I don't want to have to like, oh man, I gotta go make that, pull all the supplies out, and it's just easier to make a whole bunch at one time than to have to make them like every single week, so that's kind of how I do it. Because like I said, I want to say I made 4 ice trays full, and we've had them for, gosh, forever. And I even gave some away. Okay, so those ingredients of the 1 cup of starch, the 3 tablespoons, I'm sorry guys, Brooklyn's looking at me. The 1 cup of starch, the 3 tablespoons of Vicks. As you can see, it's made enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just about 8. So if you want to make a whole cube, like double your recipe, and you can, just have some more in there and keep them, because like I said, I had mine stored. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here so that way I'm not just trying to get it all out. I had mine stored for like a year and they were just fine. Like I didn't have any problems with them. So after you have made the desired amount that you want to make, go ahead and stick them in the refrigerator or the freezer for about 30 minutes. And then you can go ahead and pop them out and then stick them in your container. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these in the freezer, and then in about 30 minutes, I'll pull them out and I'll let you guys see what they look like, and then we'll put them in the container. Okay guys, it's been about 30 minutes, and they've been in the freezer this long. So after I finished the video a second ago, I went ahead and made a little bit more, so that way we could have some for a while. To make this amount, I used 1 full container of the starch, and I used 1 container of the Vicks, and then a scoop from another one, and then, of course, the food coloring. So it'll make this much if you use just like regular ice trays. So let me get the container to put them in, and then I'll pop them out and show you guys kind of what they look like. And like right now, like you'll notice, see how it kind of falls off a little bit. That's okay. Like it's gonna happen. So like what I do with mine is I just kind of like a regular, when you regular doing ice, you kind of move it around, and then I just stick mine upside down and then just push, and they'll come out. And I mean, then they'll be formed. See, they're like already formed and they're hard, and then I just put them into my container after I get them all out. Like this little stuff that like is crumbling and falling off, it's okay. It's not a big deal. It doesn't mean that they're not made. It doesn't mean that they're not formed. They're not going to work. Like it'll happen. You'll notice it even over time, like in the container, it'll happen. So like look at the color. Isn't that cool? That's why I use the blue and the green, just because it makes it like a really cool turquoisey mint color. And like I said, the food coloring, it doesn't stain. Especially if you put it on like a little shallow disc or like a lid like I do. I always use, like I said, I always use a water bottle lid or a Gatorade lid since it's a little bit bigger. And see all this little stuff that's coming off? If you'll just press it, it makes it super easy to like pick up. Okay, so here is the second little container cubes that I made. I'll just stick them all. That was a little small one. And like I said, you don't have to fill them all the way up. You don't have to completely fill them if you don't want to. Like if you just want to, little small ones if your kids are younger and you don't want like a whole bunch. Like see, this one came apart a little bit. And that's okay too. Just like I said, whatever works for your family works. So, okay, so those 2 ice trays and that ingredients that I gave you. Okay guys, so that was it of my very first tutorial. They will get better, I swear. I am still getting used to the whole like being behind the camera and talking. So just keep on with this journey with me. It's going to be great. There's lots more to come. If you have any suggestions for me, or like, because I know there are several people like in my personal circle that have requested me to do things or asked me how to make things, and honestly you guys, I have forgotten. So if you're one of those people that has requested me to make things or show you how to make things, or you want to know how to make things, just comment below guys, and or DM me on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat, I'm on Facebook, you have my phone number. Just one of those things, just get with me and I'll get to the video, I swear. I'm going to post the video tomorrow. It will probably be like a Dollar Tree haul that has like some of this Hobby Lobby stuff I just got. I've kind of saved it to do a video. I know a lot of my friends are Happy Planner friends. And so there's like a ton of stuff that I want to show you guys. So, and I know like when I first started watching like Dollar Tree hauls and stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, like, so now every time when I go into the store, I'm like, oh, so-and-so, like, Cheap Crafty Girl, guys, she's great, go check her out, shout out to you, Cheap Crafty Girl, she's great, like, she has tons of, like, Dollar Tree hauls that she does, and then I'm like, I need to go find that, like, my Dollar Tree doesn't have that, and Pretty and Flawed, she's another one, she's great. I'll put the descriptions for them in the box and down below, so that way you guys can go check them out. They do a lot of like DIYs and like hauls and stuff, and they're great. Those are one of my 2 like DIY YouTubers. So they like do a lot of stuff where they show you what's in there, shop with me's, and so like, 'cause every Dollar Tree is different. They get different stuff. So like I'm always like, what? That's why I went to Dollar Tree yesterday, because I was looking for these little heart googly eyes. I didn't find any, but I'm going to keep looking for those. I'm going to see if I can order them online too. So, and if you personally know me, you know Dollar Tree is my jam. So I love Dollar Tree. I just do. As a young kid, my mom would always take me and my sister to like, there's a dollar store in the mall, and it's probably been like 26 years. I still have the little pink box that I bought at the dollar store. I love the dollar store. So, it's not that, like, it's just because it's cheap. I just love it. Like, I can find all kinds of stuff in there. My kids can find all kinds of stuff, whatever. So, Dollar Tree is my jam. I love Dollar Tree. I love Hobby Lobby. There's lots of stores I love. But, so that's going to be my video for tomorrow, because I have a police station tour with my Girl Scouts. So, and I will vlog a little bit like that with them, like with my Girl Scouts, although I apologize in advance if some of them are kind of blurred out, because I don't want to infringe on their rights, their parents' rights to have them on social media either, because some of them may not want to be on social media. So if they're blurred out, that's why, just FYI. So, because, I don't want to infringe on my Girl Scouts. Like, my Girl Scouts, sometimes they want to live a normal life. They don't want to be on YouTube. They don't want to be on social media. So, and that's their parents' decision. Like, it's not, against me. It's not against anybody. I just want you guys to be aware that that's just their family's personal decision. So, we are going to do that. And then, this coming up weekend, we have a couple of cookie booths with Callie. And then I have a couple of cookie booths in Brooklyn. And then I have to be there for my other scouts. So, I'll take you along when we're at our cookie booths while we're doing that. And I'll vlog and you guys kind of see that cookie booth world, like Girl Scout world. because that's a big part of my life. I love my troop. I love my girls. They're great. So shout out to all of Troop 41050. Love you guys all. You're great. You give me so much life at the end of the day. So also, I want to do another tutorial on a headband. I think it was my sister maybe. Somebody asked me to do a tutorial on this headband that I made out of a t-shirt. So I'm going to do that too. I'm not for sure when that's going to be up, but I'm going to put that up. So also, I wanted to give a shout out to all of Callie's friends because you guys are great. The constant 100 views, the constant text messages of encouragement, and the constant support from you guys have no idea how much it means to me. So I just want to let you guys know that I truly, truly appreciate you guys spreading the word about my YouTube channel and being my biggest supporters. So I'm thinking of a challenge or something that I can do with all of you guys. So if you guys have a suggestion, just comment below and we'll try to get something together and you guys can come on the channel and do something. So I'm also going to be doing a giveaway, probably at like 100 subscribers. When I get 100 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. When I get 200 subscribers, I'll do a giveaway. My first giveaway, I already know what it's going to be, and I'll post that probably in the next video or so of what it's going to be, because I want to start like a clothing line too. So with my name, so my YouTube name is Hope Filled Life, and it's just basically, you know, like, regardless of what's going on in your life, just make sure that you have hope at the end of the day. Like, I know that sounds so cliche because that's my name, and I've hated my name the majority of my life, but here recently, in a few years past, since things have kind of happened to me and my daughter's kind of gotten sick, like, I've just really had to remain positive or try to remain positive that, you know, without any hope of it being better, it's never going to be there. So you have to keep your mind right. You have to be in the right mindset. Because if you wake up and you're negative, then that's what, you know, if you speak negative into the universe, that's what's going to happen. Negative is going to come back. And I'm the prime example of that, because for years I've been negative. And, you know, it's everyone can change. Everyone can be different. Everyone can change their, you know, what's going on in their life. Just have to be positive. You know, and if there's something that you want, and you don't think other people will support you, just keep grinding. At the end of the day, your grind is all that matters. Just make sure that you're grinding and you're moving forward. So, I just want everyone to, you know, like, this channel is going to be a positive channel. We're going to have any negativity here. Just make sure that, you know, like, you come on here, and if you want a dose of positivity and some funniness and some DIYs and just, like, basically a real life mom every single day of 3 kids, then come and join us on this journey, and I'd love to have you. So until next time, guys, live a hope-filled life.